Hey everybody, Dr. Brian Damhoff, Elite Performance Institute. I'm here with a strength workout for runners, and for today we only need two things. One being a treadmill, two being a towel. So I'm going to show you guys a really awesome workout that you can do at home. Many of you have treadmills at home, so this is just a great way to be able to utilize that treadmill to get some of that strength work in. So first thing we're going to do is going to be a pistol squat, and that's where we're going to use this towel. If you're really good, you can do a pistol squat without a towel, but I'm guessing most of you are going to need this little thing to help out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hang on to this towel here to help give some bounce, but what I want to do is have the majority of my weight on this leg right here. And then what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to squat back just like I'm doing a squat, and I'm going to bring that other one up in the air. I'm going to go down as low as what is comfortable and then come back up. It's a great exercise for runners, and we're going to start by doing 3 sets of 6, and then during our recovery we're going to do another exercise as well. So go ahead and get situated here and we'll get ready to work. So 3 sets of 6, we'll start with 6 on each leg. Good squats, chest nice and tall, get that leg to come out front, try to keep that weight on that leg as it goes down. Good, then we'll switch legs, same thing. Another set of 6 here. Excellent. And then what we're going to do on a recovery is we're going to do another exercise that targets other things other than our legs, because we don't want to get super fatigued. The point of running is that we're building up that aerobic aspect and that endurance aspect of our muscles, but when we're in here, we're going to be doing strength work. So what we're going to do is just a front plank, and on this one, just to make it a little harder, I'm going to tap my shoulder. We're going to hold that plank for 45 seconds. We'll make sure that back is nice and flat the whole time. I'm going to take the watch off here so I can time it a little better. But go ahead and find a good spot for you. And I'll get to work here. So 3, 2, 1, and up. And then I'm going to give just little taps of that shoulder, making sure that that back stays nice and flat that whole time. Halfway, doing great. Go nice and slow if you're doing the taps. If you're doing that regular front plank, one thing that's useful is to squeeze the glutes a little bit. That helps to turn on that core. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Great job, we got that first set done. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take a little breather and we're going to go back to that pistol squat. And you guys might find that you have differences side to side. And I think that as runners, that's one thing that we want to try to shore up, is any sort of strength differences side to side. So that's where this type of exercise is excellent for runners to be doing. Not to mention that it's single leg stability, which is exactly what we do when we run. Everything is single leg stability. So we're going to start with that second set, same thing. Whatever you did on that first set, if you can't go as low as what I can go, that's perfectly fine. Whatever you can do. If you want, you can even put a chair behind you if you're concerned, but I just like using this. I think that it's a nice, easy way to do it. So let's go ahead and get started here on that second set. Good, then we'll switch sides, same thing. Excellent. Second set in the books. If you guys are like me, you're definitely feeling that everywhere in the legs. So it's a great exercise. What we're going to do during the recovery now is instead of doing a front plank, we're just going to do 10 push-ups. So you could do any variation you want. If push-ups are really tough for you, you can go from your knees. That's 100% fine. Wherever you're at, if you're really strong, you can do explosive push-offs and push off the ground. Give a little clap if you want. Whatever you want. We're going to do a total of 30 push-ups within the workout. So you got 3 times to kind of pick what you want to do for push-ups. I'm going to start by just doing regular push-ups here. So 10 good push-ups. Good, and then a little breather here, and then we'll get started with that third set on these pistol squats, which again, one of my favorite exercises. Really nice to be able to do. If you're out running a workout, you might be at the park. I'm always a fan of using what you got. I coach high school cross country and track and field, and sometimes we can't always get in the weight room. So if we're at the park, we can do these practically anywhere, on a bench, anything like that. So I'm all about using what you got. That's why I think having a workout based around a treadmill is a really cool thing, because almost every runner these days has a treadmill sitting in their basement or office or wherever they have it, so you can get not only strength work in, but get your work in running and everything like that. So I love it. So we're gonna do one more set here on these pistol squats. Let's make it nice and good, really good form on it. Try to keep all that weight on that leg, try not to use the arms as much, and then again, just squat as low as what is tolerable for you. I probably make some things look easy. Some other people probably make it look easier than I do. So wherever you're at, that's totally fine. But let's get this last set of 6 repetitions on either side in. And if you get the 4 reps and you just tax, totally fine to stop at 4 reps. If you got more juice, do 8 reps, whatever you got. So let's make them really good here on this last set. Good, and then the other side, same thing here. Excellent. You guys are like me. That last set got kind of hard there, especially the last couple of reps. That's perfect. We always in strength work want to be doing something between 5 to 15 reps. If you're doing more than that, then you're not going to get the good things associated with strength work for distance runners. So that's something to always keep in mind. So even if you don't have weight, you can come up with things just like this, not even using any weight, where I can't do 15 repetitions of, which is perfect. So on our recovery here, we're going to go back to a front plank. And on this one, to make it a little bit tougher, what I'm going to do are saw planks. So I'm just going to go back and forth, my ankles and my shoulders back and forth, almost like I'm sawing. So it's going to look like that. So we're going to do that 45-second hold again. So find your spot here, take off the watch so I can time again. And then here we go in 3, 2, 1, and up. We are halfway. You guys are doing great. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice job. Now we're going to move on. We're going to use this treadmill to do a couple of other strength moves here that I think that you guys will enjoy. The next one that we're going to go to is called a hip hike. So I'm going to show you guys this just so you can see it here. And this is really going to work our glute medius, which is a muscle that's really important for running. So I'm going to stand up on that treadmill, and then what I'm going to be trying to do is use this hip right over here, my right one that's on the treadmill, and this is what's going to make me move, not my left one. And then what I'm going to do is lower that hip, and then I'm going to raise it as high as I can. So I'm just going back and forth here, trying to hike that hip as tall as I can. Now, you might have to turn around and hang on to that treadmill, give yourself a little support so you don't fall off. So be careful if you're doing it at home. But what we're going to do is 3 sets of 8 repetitions on this one. So whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get started here. Try to keep that chest tall. Good. And then I'm going to flip around to do the other leg. And then while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and switch to a different muscle group. So I'm going to do some calf raises. I'm going to do it with my toes pointed out on the first set. We're going to do 3 sets. So we're going to go toes out, toes middle, toes in. So for this first one, I'm just going to do about 10 repetitions here. And keep those toes pointed out that whole time. Get that full range of motion. And just stay in control. Good. Then I'm going to go back to the push-ups. So again, whatever variation that you want to do, whatever works for you is great. I'm going to do another 10 repetitions here, but whatever you got in the gas tank, so find your spot here, and we'll go to these push-ups. Good. And then what we're going to do is go back to those hip hikes here. Again, let's really try to keep those hips up and down. The leg that's on the treadmill is the one that you want doing the work. It's common for people to start using that other one to accomplish that work. And then the other things that I see is a lot of times chest will go down, leg will flare out, different things like that. So really pay attention to that form. This one's more of a precise exercise. So if you have something that's off just a little bit, then you're not going to hardly feel it in your hip. But hopefully you guys are doing it right, you feel it. And then again, we're going to do 8 repetitions here. Just going to lower that hip as much as I can, and then use that other one to bring it up in the air. If you notice, I always put my hand on my hip because I want to feel it doing the work the whole time. Flip around and use the other leg, same thing here. Excellent. And then we'll go back to those calf raises. We'll go toes in the middle this time. Again, I'm going to do about 10 repetitions here, but whatever's right for you. Good. And then we're going to go back to the core. We're going to do another plank. This one I'm going to be in a front plank, and the variation is I'm going to go from here, and I'm just going to go ahead and tap my butt and then bring that hand back. The slower you go, the harder it's going to be. Again, keep that back nice and flat. I don't want to see any movement there. I always tell people I should be able to have a picnic on that low back while you're doing it. So we're gonna do a 45 seconds here. If you want, you could just do a regular plank, whatever works best for you, wherever you're at in your fitness journey. So 3, 2, 1, and up. You guys are halfway, doing great. Keep it nice and slow. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Great job. Then we're gonna move in to our next set here, our third and final set. You guys are doing great. And again, let's really pay attention to that form on these hip hikes, because a little distinction here or there can make you not feel it. So hopefully you guys are feeling it in there. But same thing, raise and lower that hip as best as you can. We're gonna do a set of 8 repetitions or whatever is appropriate for you. Trying to use that glute that's on the actual treadmill here. And then we'll go to the other side, same thing. Good, and then last set of calf raises. This time we're going to toes pointed in. Good, last thing we got to do here is another 10 push-ups. Again, whatever variation that you want to do. If you got a lot of juice left in the tank, let's do some of those explosive ones. Whatever is appropriate for you, so find your space. And 10 push-ups here to finish it out. Great job, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But this is an awesome workout that you guys can just integrate at home and easily do as long as you got a treadmill and a towel. So super easy. Keep up the great work.